Hey, Spartan fans, welcome into this latest edition of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. I'm your beat reporter from Michigan State Spartans on SI, Aiden Champion. We've been talking a lot of football, a lot more football will be talked this coming week. 1 week from today, Western Michigan, week one, August 29th, Michigan State's home opener. It was great to see the community out and about at Spartan Stadium yesterday for Meet the Spartans. Really, really great event that was put on last night. Obviously, that was an event that ran for 17 years, had a bit of a hiatus, but it was just as great as it ever was before yesterday. Um, as I said, there's going to be so much football to talk, so we're going to take a break, talk some hoops, because we're as far as the hoops off season, we're in the dog days of that. But Tom Izzo making headlines again for talking transfer portal, talking tampering, new age of college athletics. It's something that is has become a common occurrence with him, and it's I don't know if Izzo necessarily likes to talk about it all, but regardless, it's something he's constantly being asked about, and he certainly isn't afraid to share his thoughts on it. But that leads me to where I kind of want to go with this conversation is I think Tom Izzo. I mean, yeah, he is held with high praise year in and year out, no matter how good his team is. He's earned that respect. He's earned the prestige as one of the best college basketball coaches in the nation. As far as, the game currently stands, I think he is the best right now in the game. Not only just because of his resume, but what he's still able to do right now. And that's kind of what I want to get into. I think as far as that goes, I don't think he's getting enough credit for what he's been able to do. One, with what he did last year, you got to remember fans were getting critical of the program, some even of Izzo, saying it was getting to be time. And what does he do? Turns around, wins the Big Ten, wins it by 3 games, does so the first year of an 18 team Big Ten conference. Does so without a first or second team All Big Ten honoree. Does so in this new age of college athletics that so many have said he hasn't been able to adapt to. Well, he is. As much as he may not like it, the changes that have gone on, he has adapted and he utilized the portal this offseason with 4 transfer commits with if you include Denim Wojcik, but really the 3 that stand out, of course, Caleb Glenn, who had his unfortunate injury that will keep him out for this coming season, and then Trey Fort and Divine Ugochukwu, 2 guys that will be crucial to this team's efforts of trying to run it back and defend its Big Ten title, try to get back to the Elite Eight. What Tom has done with the portal, he's utilized it, but he's utilized it to the extent that he's only using it as much as he needs to. He's only filling needs. He did it last year with Shimon Zapala and Frankie Fiddler. Those were 2 key needs. They needed a wing who could shoot. They needed size down low, and he got that. This year, needed a backup point guard. Got that with Ugochukwu. Needed some shooting. Maybe another veteran presence. Got that with Trey Fort, and got that with Caleb Glenn. And I think that's the right way to go about it. I mean, you can you can win in all different ways with the portal. Some coaches, it doesn't necessarily matter about needs. They just go and get the best available. That works too. But Izzo's method, I mean, it's worked as well as anyone's. And last year was proof of that. Like I said, won the Big Ten by 3 games, made an Elite Eight. And then you got to look at high school recruiting, what Izzo's been able to do with this 2026 cycle. Only brought in 2 freshmen from the 2025 cycle, of course, with Cam Ward and Jordan Scott, but still two very promising athletes that he's got who could be the future of this program together. But as far as 2026, I mean, we could be seeing one of his best classes in recent years. He's already got several official visits locked up, several guys who have Michigan State in their among their final schools. Already has a commit with Carlos Medlock, 4-star point guard, and then obviously, um, he's uh, he's still looking at Link Academy where he'll be playing in the fall. Played for Wayne Memorial before, but still looking at that school with Tristan Reed and Ethan Taylor. So a lot of prospects to be watching for as recruiting starts to heat up with basketball. But Tom Izzo, I mean, he just another area of the game where he's proven that he still got it. Recruiting has always been one of his biggest strengths. I feel like a lot of people feel like he's gotten away from that in recent years, despite, having Jace Richardson, who was just a first round draft pick. But definitely an area where Tom Izzo is proving people wrong yet again. And I think just overall, I mean, he deserves a lot more credit than he's getting. Um, you can still make the argument he's the best coach in the Big Ten. He just won the darn thing. Um, and when you're able to do that with a team that doesn't have any superstars necessarily, yeah, you can call Jace Richardson one, but no, it was really a collective effort from the team. Strength in numbers, of course, was their mantra. When that's the case, a lot of that boils down to coaching. When you're able to take individual talent and make it great as one, that's coaching. And we say time and time again that coaches, I mean, players love Tom Izzo. They, guys who have gone on to the league still lean on the lessons he taught them. Even guys who I mentioned, like Zapala and Frankie Fiddler, who only had 1 year at Michigan State, they were so grateful for the time that they had, the experience that they got with the program, with Tom Izzo, got out of it what they wanted to when they initially committed to him. And there's no greater message than that when you're looking at a coach and um, the great things that they're able to do, their impact on the players. Is ultimately what it always comes down to. And Tom Izzo, that's something he prides himself in, really prides his program in, is the culture that they've built. Players always coming back. And so that's something that he continues to lean on despite the chaos of this current age of college sports. Um, I don't know if in 5 or 10 years the culture of Michigan State basketball will necessarily look the same because of this new era where guys are transferring in and out, and you're kind of losing that um, loyalty aspect. But um, like I said, with Fiddler and Zapala, um, it's still worth something at Michigan State. So Tom Izzo, got to give him his flowers. I mean, I know we do. All right, and maybe there's some out there who think that he's overrated. Maybe that he gets too much credit. I don't think he gets enough as of now. I think uh, his resume, the 8 Final Fours, the national title, 27 straight tournament appearances, all that. I mean, I think we applaud him appropriately for that. But what he's doing right now in an era that that's driving him nuts. Um, he is staying true, staying tough. He is adapting to it, getting with the times, if you will, and he's not letting it affect him. Um, he could have left a while ago, and he said that he could have gone to the NBA. He could have taken better or bigger opportunities, but he's stayed at Michigan State. He's remained loyal. He's remained loyal to college basketball, and that's that's something that fans should never take for granted. So, just a little Tom Izzo episode here, where I thought it needed to be talked about. As always, let me know what you think. Is he gaining enough respect? Is he not gaining enough? Is he getting too much? Would love to know your thoughts. As always, thank you for your engagement. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate the support. You can continue to find all of our content on Michigan State Spartans on SI, giving you football coverage, basketball coverage, you name it. In basketball season, as much as we talk about football and how close that is now, just a week out, before you know it, basketball will be here, and it's going to be an interesting season for Michigan State. We'll see how they're able to manage what's supposed to be an even better Big Ten this year without their top three scorers from last year. We'll see. Don't count them out though, because if we learned anything from last year, can't count out this program. Can't count out Tom Izzo. So again, thank you. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks.